We are here with Jeff Parker, the creator of the online webcomic Bucko, and also
Bucko with Erica Moen.
And last year's hit series
Underground with Steve Lieber.
So let's
available on 4chan for free.
Yeah, let's go ahead and talk about that for a minute. Underground has been one of those strange comics, not that it was strange, but one of those strange examples of where the internet piracy has actually helped the book.
Yeah, well, I distinguish it. The guy wasn't trying to pirate it in the sense of saying, "Hey, here's this thing. Come get this," and blah blah blah, and I can sell ads or whatever. He was literally scanning the things, putting them on there because he wanted people to read it because he knew no one read it, and it worked. You know, it's like, and that doesn't mean piracy makes you rich or anything like that, because it doesn't, and unless you're a pirate, But, you know, it also means you can't judge people on all these things like they're ripping you off, because sometimes they're just not.
Right. So the exposure's been good for Underground. I mean, it's gotten a whole lot of press for it. For the people who still have not visited 4chan to see a few pages on their own, or...
No, you can't find it anymore. But we're giving it away online. You can just go to our site, undergroundthecomic.com, and read the whole thing there. And we have a suggested donation, or where you can order the book once you've read it to see if, you know, because we have enough faith we think you'll want a hard copy.
Yeah, I mean, we've gone and we've read it, we've talked about it. I mean, your work on it, Lieber's work on it, and then, you know, sort of the unsung hero on it also is Ron Chan, the colorist of it. I mean, the book is just absolutely gorgeous to read and look at.
Well, thank you.
Nope, don't thank me. I had nothing to do with it. So you're following that up now with your work for this small company that we've been hearing a lot about,
Marvel. This upstart. You know, they're trying to get some little titles like these X books off the ground and some Spider stuff or whatever. Yeah, we're really rooting for them. They need a hand.
Yeah, they need a hand. So you've been working and helping out this small company, and then, you know, your sort of mainstream project that you've got going on right now is Bucko, that you and the superstar artist Erica Moen have been working on.
Yes, at buckocomic.com. It's about it essentially follows the premise of, to boil it down into its most unpleasant aspect, if you really had to go to the bathroom and you burst into this public restroom and there was a dead body in there, you know, did you suddenly not have to keep going to the bathroom? And then it might look like you killed that guy. And we kind of followed that idea for a while. And it's also very familiar to people if they've happened to have ever visited Portland, Oregon.
Yeah, we're actually from Portland, and so a lot of it's very familiar to us.
Yeah, we never actually call it Portland, but we name almost everything else in it.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a lot more stuff coming up that you'll recognize, I'm pretty sure.
So, you know, you and Erica are studio mates at Periscope Studios. So is this something that you guys were just sitting around at your, you know, tables one day working out, or was this something that, you know, you came back from having to go to the bathroom really bad and said, hey, I've got an idea for you?
That did figure into it at one point, but it really came because Erica read Mysterious by me and Tom Fowler, that guy over there, if you want to do a quick sweep over, and that handsome gentleman. And she was really into that, and she was blabbing somewhere online in an interview that she wanted to work with me at some point. She wasn't telling me, but, you know, since like every creator, I have a Google search that just finds my name and anybody talking about me that looks interesting, you know, well, if it looks interesting, I go check it out, and I went, what's Erica talking about me for? And then I went up and just said, hey, we can work on something. And she makes me sound more bossy than that. But really, I just said, that's a great idea. Let's do something. And then we started gradually, just by random crap we talk about in the studio, started forming a story. And then I started kind of basing a lot of it on Erica that she didn't realize until she got the scripts and went, this is me. So,
yeah, there's some adventures on a bicycle that are very much...
Well, and a lot of the things are like stuff that we have in common. Like, everybody in Bucko rides bikes, because we ride bikes. And, you know, they go to a lot of the places we go. It's you'll get a pretty good sense, I think. It'll be a good companion to the Portlandia TV show, probably.
Not sure that's the best thing to go with, but, you know, for those of us who watch
it out more for people who pass the SNL version of Portland.
I don't know. Portlandia is kind of like a documentary in my neighborhood.
It is just like a cold documentary. It's just straight facts.
Yeah. So Bucko is at its core a murder mystery. I will assume that you have an end in sight for this somewhere along the line.
Oh yeah, I always figure out the end. I try to give myself the middle to play with. I don't like getting stuck at the end and not knowing how to end something. So yes, I know how it ends, but I'm gonna make it go on as long as poor little Erica can stand to draw the thing. It'll be going on for probably the rest of the year.
And then is there a plan to collect it?
Oh, yeah, we'll put it in book form after that.
And you can find that where again?
It is buckocomic.com.
Fantastic. So we're going to end this the way that we end all of our conversations by asking you, what's your issue? What is that comic that you have read that is so out there, so fantastic, that you just have to tell the world about it?
I used to be a big fan of the Jimmy Olsen comics of the early 60s. That's Superman's pal, in case you don't know. He had a signal watch that went ZZZ to summon Superman. Because Jimmy apparently could just fall in a river or something. All he had to do was hit his watch and Superman would show up. Anyway, these were edited by a guy named Mort Weisinger, who had issues of his own. And there was some great stuff. I don't know how intentional a lot of it was, but, I would get these 80-page giants or 100-page giants that full of these great stories. Kurt Swan would draw them. And they're all of Superman being really kind of shallow, which is what makes it so well. Superman's a dick in most of them. Jimmy just has horrible... And Jimmy's a dick, too. It's like every time he gets superpowers, he immediately turns on Superman. And there was one story that I just really loved where it's like... and it's called Jimmy Olsen, Brainiac's Pal, where Brainiac, the alien enemy of Superman, replaces Jimmy's mind with a computer, so Jimmy becomes Brainiac's friend. And my favorite panel of the entire thing was, you see him and Brainiac shaking hands, smiling, and it shows Jimmy's trophy case, and all his Superman trophies are thrown into the trash can. And up on there's all these like death rays and all these evil-looking things all over that Brainiac's given him because now he's his pal. Because being someone's pal is a status in 60s DC Comics. And then there's this little 8x10 glossy that's just a picture of Brainiac smiling pleasantly. Like, when did Brainiac pose for this picture? I just love that. That kind of thing just has inspired me for years. There was also one where Jimmy went undercover as a soda jerk. And in their big pull-out front page splash, they showed this enormous 600-pound woman sitting on Jimmy's lap kissing him. And Superman's hanging, and Jimmy's like this while she keeps putting little kiss marks all over him. And Superman's hanging back with Lucy Lane back at the candy counter, and he's just leaning back like he doesn't have anything to save in the world. He's just thinking, ha-ha, Jimmy sure has a lot to love in that gal. I was like, this is awesome. Why can't superhero comics be like this now? So that's what I try to do in my superhero work.
All right. Well, thank you so much for meeting with us.
Did that make any sense?
And, yeah, it made lots of sense. Well,
okay.
At least as far as sense
okay,
for the 60s.
I'll check out your podcast since it's apparently the thing.
It is the thing, and maybe we'll give Marvel a little love and see if we can get them.
Yeah, I want to get them off their feet and everything, So that's